Well, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. It's August 3rd, 2nd that I'm recording this. These are the pickups for July 2024. Some interesting stuff, some imports, and a couple of non gaming stuff, which well, they're gaming, but not video games. We're going to jump into that with getting those out of the way. Of course, San Diego Comic Con was just a few weeks ago, and being part of the Udon Discord, I was more interested in their stuff because they're seriously pushing a lot of Darkstalker stuff this year. There's usually a couple people in the Discord who actually go to San Diego Comic Con and will pick things up for people. There's a guy I've worked with a couple of years who has been really awesome in grabbing everything that I requested and sending it, and not like overcharging me, so I'm not paying eBay prices or anything like that. And I kind of get most of what I want, and then sometimes he throws in some free stuff, which he did this year. So a couple of things that we ended up getting here were some pins. And these were part of a lucky grab thing that Udon does from time to time. So they had the Capcom Queens, which was the female leads from Street Fighter, Rival Schools, and Darkstalkers. So we've got BB Hood. We'll actually focus on that. Maybe not. And then I had, of course, I had to get Jury. And then on the extra one that they threw in was Cienko. So I thought that was really nice that he threw that in for a bonus. And then, of course, if you spend $100 or something, you get an incentive card. So I got the Midnight Bliss version of Morgan as my incentive, which is a little harder to find. And then they had these metal packs here. So we have the 10th anniversary of Darkstalkers, which has Morgan and Lilith on it. I could try to open these up real quick here. So these are actually pretty awesome because they come in a nice, like, almost satin card holder. So opening up here on the inside, you have a little bit about Lilith and Morgan themselves. And then you open up the flap even further, and there's Lilith, and Morgan. So thought that was pretty cool. They may have some up online if they have leftovers. They're still getting things together from that. And usually at the end of the year, Udon has their big sale for some stuff, so there might be some left. Otherwise, these were exclusive to San Diego Comic Con. The second set is the Midnight Bliss set of the Demon Side. I haven't actually opened this one up yet myself, so it's the first time I'm seeing these. So here's the backside, just says Udon. Opening up, we have, tells you who's in here. So we have Lord Raptor, Bishamon, Dimitri, Cienko, and Mei. And they're all nicely snug in here. So I thought those are pretty neat. I love getting. I'm kind of going after all the metal cards that they release with Darkstalkers, just as part of the collection, and so far I'm doing well. They have hinted at some more coming. They've actually, if you join the Discord, they've actually shown some of the sets that will be online exclusive. So they have more Midnight Bliss character cards coming as well. So I'm hoping I can snag those. But yeah, and these cards are not cheap, and they're even more expensive on the secondhand market for the most part. And the last item that's not a game, but it's game related. Every once in a while, I pick up these secret lair things from Magic the Gathering. And this one, I was a little too late in getting the foil, so I have the non-foil version of. But I have the Hatsune Miku. They're doing these, I guess, all year this year. This is the second set. So you open it up here, and you have the secret lair with Hatsune Miku. On the side, this is the Digital Sensation edition. So that's like 5 cards, and then you get like one of 2 bonus cards. So you open it up here. We have the nice little secret layer drop series. And then inside, I haven't actually opened these, but you can see that they're the non-foil cards. And then the bonus card I got, if I can get this open here, is this command tower. Yeah, really wish my camera would focus a little better, but it's not. Or I'm not giving it time anyway. So, yeah, I do have a Street Fighter series I picked up last year. I just think they're kind of cool. I haven't honestly played Magic the Gathering in many, many years. I know that they just released the new Bloomborough cards. I've been looking at those a little bit. But with the fact of getting into the Guilty Gear stuff and everything, I've been kind of avoiding dropping back into those holes. But anyway, we're going to do some PlayStation Vita. And this particular one, it's the last copy PlayAsia actually had in stock. And they had just announced an English version for the Switch on this game. But I figured I'd grab the Vita one just to be on the safe side. I'm glad I did. They sold out of it. But this is Tokyo Clan Pool for the PlayStation Vita, which is a first-person dungeon crawler. I think it's by Iffy? No, Compile. Which usually Iffy does a lot of stuff with Compile, which I'm honestly surprised they didn't come out with that here in the US. So that was interesting. And then something fun. Limited Run had that blowout sale, and of course they had the sealed PlayStation Vita stuff. So we're gonna see what we got here. Maybe. You know what? Let me cut here. I'm gonna go grab something sharp. Alright, so it turns out I didn't need anything sharp. I was able to peel back the security tape a little bit on this, which I find interesting that they actually did something like that. So, here it is. And inside we have, Papers, Please. Now, I already have this game, of course, but this will be trade for maybe something more expensive down the road. I don't know. So yeah, this is number 82. This is one of the last releases that Limited Run came out with. It was, I don't know if it's still very sought after. I know when it was first teased and released, people were kind of clamoring for it. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool. So yeah, Papers, Please. Of course, no card included in these because they no longer do that. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Moving on from there, we have the Switch stuff. So my copy, I did order this from Access Games. That is Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. I played this originally on the Vita. I did grab the PS4 version, which is kind of this game. This is the definitive version with the reworked translation and everything, and a lot of the bug fixes from the PlayStation 4 version. So this is an action RPG in the vein of like Ys, developed by Falcom, who does the Ys series. This is one I can actually recommend. It starts a little slow, but the action mechanics are kind of fun. So I would recommend, if you're interested in this, grab the Switch version. Along with that, also got the 4 CD soundtrack as a bonus, which I'm looking forward to because I actually did like the music in this. So I was kind of happy that that was included as a free bonus if you pre-ordered. And of course, I haven't started this one yet. We have Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble, with all kinds of DLC stuff. So you have Sonic and Friends, and the Shinobi costume, and a couple extra ones. It's been a long time since I played Monkey Ball, so I'm kind of looking forward to that one. PS4 stuff. An import here. Fighting Climax Ignition. And I've gotten this before. Not once, not twice, now 3 times. Technically 4. Because I do have the original Fighting Climax that came out here in the U.S. for the Vita. Then I got the Fighting Climax Ignition for the Vita. Got the PS3 version of Ignition, and then now I have the PS4 version, which works with PS5. So I think I'm set for a while. I got a little worried that with the fact that I couldn't play it on the PS4, the PS3, if mine ever breaks down or whatever, I still have another copy to play it on console. Because the Vita version you can't play 2 players on, and there's no more online. And it's not compatible with PS TV. So yeah, the definitive version, definitely better ones. More limited to run releases. We got Tiger Heli from the Toplan collection with Same Same Same. I think that's what is in here. There's Tiger Heli. Yeah. So there's, and then also includes the account support for Get Star Guardian. So this has like all the different versions of Tiger Heli, Kyaku Tiger for the PC Engine, the 8-bit version, the Mega Drive or Genesis version. So I've been kind of glad that this is starting to come around to the US. These were exclusive to Japan for quite some time. I'm glad it held off because with my luck, I'd pre-order something about 6 months later. It comes out here in the US. Seems to be the trend anyway for me. Then a Woot blowout sale. I finally got a collector's edition copy of the Rumblefish 2, which was originally released in arcades on the Atomiswave. I've streamed the first game before. The first game they've came out with a plus version, which is an updated version. But yeah, if you've never experienced this game, it's quite unique. It's very stiff in its animation, but it's a fairly decent fighting game. Although this the second game has gotten a lot of people kind of upset because there's barriers that didn't exist in the arcade version, and they tried to extend it, and it just didn't work very well. So honestly, I would play the first game on the Plus, which is digital only right now, over this one. But this includes a art book, instructions, a CD soundtrack, and all that fun stuff. So I kind of wanted to get this because I don't have this on the Atomiswave, and it's super expensive to get. So now I have a physical version of it in some way or form. And then limited run, we got a couple more. Rocket Knight Adventures Resparked. Just the plain standard version. I do own the original Rocket Knight Adventure still on the Genesis, but Sparkster, which was the sequel, I never obtained. So this is kind of cool, and just playing them on modern consoles and something fun for nostalgic reasons. And then King of Fighters 13 Ultimate Global Match, finally. Probably one of my top King of Fighters games. 13, I love the art style in this. Still got the hand-drawn stuff, the music, the stages were awesome. So kind of cool that they came out with the global match updated version for the PS4, which also compatible with PS5. And then we're down to the last two. One is a very special import that for a long time I was kind of waiting for to come down in price, and that is Vampire, or Darkstalkers Resurrection, in physical form. This only came out digitally here in the US on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And if you didn't grab it before the marketplace closed last week, or earlier, I think it was Monday actually of this week, you're out of luck. Still available on the PS3 digitally, but I wanted a physical copy. The physical Xbox 360 version is not compatible with the American 360. At least I don't believe it is. Somebody could probably correct me in the comments, I'm sure. But I wanted to be sure that I had some way of playing this on the PlayStation 3. So this is like before you had the fighting collection that just recently came out with all the Darkstalkers games. This is the way to play it. Although this is kind of there's some differences in this, but it has like all the art gallery and everything in it. And some other fun stuff that was exclusive to this version. Last game, thanks to Megamat, he found me a copy. I actually once owned this game on the 360 before, ended up selling it, kind of regret it. But I have Wolverine, or X-Men Origins Wolverine, Uncaged Edition. So yeah, kind of glad to have this back in the collection. I kind of enjoyed this game. It was a fun little beat 'em up. But with the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine came out recently, this one hasn't gone up all that much compared to like the Deadpool on PS4. But yeah, happy to have that back. And that's about it. So yeah, lots of interesting imports, Vita stuff, all that jazz. Um, yeah, we'll see what next month brings. Should be a slower month. I don't expect a whole lot. No game conventions or anything that are on my schedule for August. A lot of just general fairs around town and some other things. But so that's it for now. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.